Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am Mohammad Abbas. The presentation topic is application of system integration in campus network management. First, we provide overview of our presentation. First, we introduce what is network integration. We will talk about our problem. We are facing an integration. After introducing problem, we talk about possible solutions. After that, we implement a optimal solution and conclude our presentation. Let's start. Introduction. System integration. What is system integration? System integration means bringing subsystem to work as a whole system. Like you are number of subsystem, you use them and make a complete system. Abstract of network management is cabling topologies, switch port mapping, network monitoring. At the end, building simple, low cost, efficient and scalable network. There are two types of management problem in construction phases and problem after construction. In construction phase, the problem that we can face are long construction period, high investment. Example of construction phase problem is lack of IP addresses. After construction, IP management problem can be faced. Integrated cabling system. Example is fake DNS. Means you don't have a DNS server and put DNS server address to DHCP, which assigned to all computer, but there is no DNS server, so DNS request will be failed. System integration and solution to problem. Generally, there are two phases of system construction: hardware system construction and software system construction. Hardware system construction include which network layout you are using, network architecture, equipment configuration like configuring router and switches, etc. Software system construction like management of which services you are providing, like STMP service or web service or DNS service, which service you are providing, and management system services. Need of system integration. To get real-time network information, mean which route is busy or anything else, real information. Efficient integration between hardware and software. Cabling topology auto discovery mean which room is assigned to which port on which switch. It mean cabling topology auto discovery. System purpose. We are proposing an XML based system to integrate our hardware and software efficiently. You are watching system architecture. At low level there is IP addresses and MAC addresses. At a higher level we map the room address to port on a switch. How this will work? Let's see next slide. Cabling topology. Cabling topology concerned about access layer, switch port and corresponding room number. It will help when there is no cabling graph is proposed in early stages. At larger system like our system, there are a huge number of users, so we can't maintain a graph manually, so we use this approach. There can be two questions: how to access network connection topologies, how to map port with room number. The answer of these questions are here. First question: from aggregation layer switch which work on layer 3, we get IP and MAC by using display ARP command. After getting IP and MAC, we use display MAC command on access layer switch which work on layer 2 and get MAC and port. IP, MAC and MAC port. MAC is same on both cases, so we get a IP port. After IP port, every IP address have a user ID. So from there we can extract user ID and port. After extracting user ID and port, every user ID have a user address, so user address is mapped with port number. Abnormal alarm. When abnormal alarm are buzzer when administrator have to perform a correct action, like locking a user's shutdowning port. When the port is free, then administrator have to shut down the port for next user, or for security reason. To check all information, they can use log buffer command, which include information about IPs and port. To see this buffer information, they will use display log buffer command. Problem that are solved are free ports or port connection error. Problem not solved: shortage of IP addresses. This problem can be solved manually. To extend our system, we use IP binding, mean DHCP approach. Data mining. All information are stored in log buffer, so we can obtain meaningful information like IP utilization, computer ownership with or network bottleneck. IP utilization mean how much IP that our network are consuming. Computer ownership, which computer is owned by which person, something like this. Integration strategies. Different integration strategies are used: hardware integration strategies, software integration strategies. Let's say there is a switch and there are two servers. Both servers are performing same operation on the switch. In our case, there are a large number of servers and large number of switches. Recursive operation are performed by different servers, so we use a model that will support this type of operation. There can be two approaches: data structure approach and XML based approach. In data structure approach, in different language you have to implement different architecture. In Python they will be different, and Java they are different, but in XML based access model it is simple and easy. You have to maintain XML model and all languages can fetch it. XML based access model, there are telnet tags, which mean a group of telnet. In every telnet there are attached to a server and a switch, on which switch you are using which type of operations. In telnet they get the attributes are IP, port, username and password. In every telnet tag there is a list of command. In every command tag there is a tag is telnet, which value can be true or false. If value true, it means operation are performing on same system. If value is false, operation are performing on different system. Telnet is non-recursive, so we have to a model that that can be used for recursive system. We will use producer consumer model. Producer side order sender side and receiver side will order receiver side. Both will not work on same time, only one will work on same time. If both will work on same time, deadlock can be occur. There are a third system is monitor system that will detect possible deadlock and check role of producer consumer and avoid these deadlocks. Software system information. Demands or billing system, which maintain all IP port information, data exchange and format how data is exchanged between two species in our network, like you are transferring data using JSON or XML. System security, which type of firewall you are using, AAA server or something like that. Platform independence mean there are different type of user. Compatibility. Scalability mean how our network can be large in case of when user needed. Easy maintenance. To fulfill this demand, we will use web services. Implementation. An aggregation switch which work on layer 3, dozen of access layer switch. Document object model to transfers data. Net pin ID For development, for development use Java platform. For teaching there are static IP addresses, and for students there are dynamic IP addresses. Problems: 90% of mapping problems solved, but there are some problem like IP shortage in large number for a large number of students. Virus outbreak: virus can cause our system to problem. Conclusion: to help monitoring system, we use data mining technique, so we can get fake gateway problem, DNS multi IP correspondence, and get their solution. For large number of XML command, use IP binding technology, so recursive operation can be performed. Thanks for watching. There are references that we use. Thanks.